Hi, I just learned something really cool, really good, and I want to share with you. It's about the difference between emotion and feeling and what it means for us. So, what usually happens is an emotion is triggered by a certain stimulus or an event. For example, someone decides to brake very sudden when I'm driving at 60 kilometer an hour. So immediately in my brain, a lot of chemical will be released, and I feel that feeling of angry. So this part of the brain we cannot control. But then after that, on the chemical release happen, our brain try to explain what it means. It try to rationalize what does it mean, and it gives meaning to the event, which is, for example, that person is an idiot. He is not worthy. He cannot drive a car. What if I bump into him? What will happen? All of this stuff. And that is the meaning that we give to the event. And actually, we use this meaning to decide how we should feel about this event. It's something like, I should be angry. It is just appropriate to be angry in this situation. And I choose to be something. I choose to be angry. And this create our feeling. And what happened along the ways, even down the way, is that our feeling will create our experience of that event. So there's a lot of stuff going on here, which is the difference between the event and our experience of the event. It can it can be something happen, and the driver that decide to brake suddenly, he sees something that we don't, and he stop immediately. Why? We don't know what happened, and thanks to that, both of us avoid a disaster. That can be my experience as well, and that can be the real event. But because of the meaning that we give to the event, which is someone break suddenly, I chose to be angry. I chose to feel angry instead of I choose to appreciate that I'm so lucky to be able to avoid the accident. So what happened even further is that if I chose to be angry for a long time because of that experience, of my experience, sometime along the way I will forget what made me so angry, but I still have this lingering feeling of angry, and this create my mood. So you can say it is because all of this is because the meaning that we chose to give to the event that create all of this change of our feeling, of our experience, and then our mood. And if we have this mood too often, it will become our temperament. So from this path here, we absolutely cannot control. But everything here is our mental. our mentalization process, which we have full control of. What this implies is that we can control the meaning that we give to the event so that we can feel differently and have a totally different experience, and also have a different mood. And if we do that too very often, we will have a different temperament. So how do I feel? How do I experience things? How is my mood? It is totally up to me to decide. It is totally up to me to choose what I want to be. Now, one last thing is that the emotion here is just some chemical release in the brain, and those chemicals are gonna wear out sooner or later. It won't stay in the brain. But the feeling, however, is a totally different thing. It will stay in the brain as long as we decide to let it stay. I will say it again. The feeling will stay with us as long as we decide that it should be there. I should feel in a certain way. So in order to feel differently, we just need to make another decision to change our feeling, to change the meaning that we give to the event and the emotion. That's all I have to say for today. Thank you very much. I wish to talk to you in the future.